Hi everyone, how you doing? Like I used to ask, it is necessary. Please do well to be good wherever you are. Do not forget the state of the country. Yeah, we know it's whatever it is. Just do well to be fine, not just spiritually, psychologically, mentally, emotionally. Associate yourself with the right set of people that your life need, so that you don't get tangled with the wrong set of people and everything get worse. No. Do yourself a big favor or find the right set of people. So today, I am finally doing Journey to Wholeness. I want to say big thank you to everyone that has taken out time to message, for everyone that has been expecting, everyone that has been calling and pushing to those young ones out there, and to every parent that's like, Jimmy, we've been expecting. So I want to say big thank you to you. And so today, finally, Journey to Wholeness is here at your doorstep. Yeah, this is where we share our story and we make a message out of our story. So today, being the first video, I have a very general topic. It is something very lengthy. It's not something new. It's something we all know. And it is titled body shaming. Like body shaming. Like body shaming. From here down to toe. So, searching far and wide, trying to get a very good definition. So I was able to lay my hands on one, and it's very, very good. So it says that body shaming is an action or practice of experiencing humiliation about another person or size, another person or individual body shape or size. Yeah, a form of bullying. Yeah, these are the things it comes with. A form of bullying that can most likely result in severe emotional trauma. These are the results. Emotional trauma, especially when the receiver is at a tender age. Now, I love that. So when the receiver is at a tender age, a lot of our parents till date ask this same issue and they didn't deal with it. And so we're able to give them so many names. Like, I wouldn't like to say that right now. And they didn't deal with it, and a lot of them are still battling with it. There is a part of them that if you pinch, like if you bite a part of them, if you talk to a point whereby it gets to that part of them, that child, that teenage child, that was not able to fight for herself or for himself, that was not able to solve that problem at that time, would jump up out immediately, and you'll find that no, it's that this person is dealing with something. It is not because I don't know what to call it, but I believe it's because they didn't deal with it in their own time. So some people grew up with it, hoping that as they grow up, it will stop. So we want to see for ourselves how that this has affected our society, and how that we can grow out of it, and how we can make a message out of it. So it continues to say that it's an act of negatively judging people based on their physical appearance. One problem is we have today is, no matter how good you are or how gentle, if you like trend or you don't like trend, just understand that not everybody will be cool with you, which means that you cannot satisfy everybody. Over the years, we've tried to satisfy everybody, but we need to understand that we cannot satisfy everybody. Now, I'll be talking about myself. From my teenage years down to my middle 20s, I experienced body shaming. Like body shaming. But I never thought it was body shaming because of the way I received it. But it was really, really eating me. So I will talk both in Yoruba and in English. I would interpret it so that for every of my listeners that could not understand Yoruba would get it in English. So it started back then as a teenager. And I have this person, very lovely person actually. Understand that everyone that are passing whatever, all this, what can I call it? These words, let me use words, on you, they are always your lovely people. They are always so lovely. That's one thing. Be it they are your friend or family, and most times it comes from the internal, like from within. So sometimes solving it, you need a very good wisdom. You need wisdom, like practical wisdom. So it happens in my teenage years that I used to have this lovely person around me, and because we were all close, our families, and so I used to go around that area. I wouldn't mention the area, for let's say 4 times in a week, at least 4 times in a week. Sometimes I can go there every day of the week. So it happens that whenever she sees me, it's not like joke, and whenever she sees me, she'll just greet me. In English, it says that Babalola's daughter, the flat buttocks. Babalola's daughter, the flat yash, the one that does not have yash. So I will use yash. I'm not ready to say buttocks or boot or whatever, so that we can understand in our layman's language. So she would say that, and all of our word, whatever phase or whatever frame, whatever way she's saying it, that's what it means. So she would say that Omo Babalolo need the fule, which means Babala's daughter, the flat yash. At first it was like joke. I do not take it serious. So she would say, Ojo babe titi oh needy. Like I look my dad so much that I did not have yash. Every time I will laugh at it, I'll just laugh it off, I greet, and I pass. It becomes everyday thing, week, month, and it becomes years. I never took it as anything serious until it was getting at me. So she would greet me this way with full smile on her face. Like she will smile even when I am in the dark and she sees me in the dark. She will greet me. Omo Babalola ni the fule bawo ni. Babalola's daughter the flat yash, how are you? Omo to jobabe titi oni di bawo ni. She doesn't care where she says it. Be it she's with familiar faces or with non-familiar faces, she will say that. At some point, it becomes that some people that I know that familiar faces began to use the word also as greeting. But because I didn't see it as anything much like that, it wasn't really a problem, even though it was getting at me as the year passed by. So one day, there were some set of people were together, the familiar faces, and I just greeted and I passed. And then the response was, Oma Babalolo ni the fule, how are you? The word get at me. Thankfully, she was around, and she had to confront them and tell them, I haven't given that word to any one of you to tell her. I only have the license. I alone can tell her that. I am not giving you any reason. I haven't given you any reason. I haven't put that word in your mouth for you to say that to her. So do not say that to her. Whenever she greets you, you greet her, and that's just all. I can only tell her that. So that ended there. So whenever I greet anyone, they greet me back and I go my way. But she will not stop. So with time it was getting at me, and I was expecting her to stop because I was growing up. So I was expecting to stop, and I began to do some things. I resorted doing some things just to make her stop, or hoping that she would stop. But she did not stop. It was getting at me. It was eating down deep. I didn't tell my parents because I didn't want them to have issue. Yes, my parents would deal with it well, but I wouldn't know what it will result to on her own side. So I was trying so that she doesn't get hurt, but internally I was getting hot even though I was smiling on the outside. So I didn't tell my parents. I just left it to myself. So I resorted to doing some things like, whenever I trek home, all I do is I look at every female, both in trouser and in skirt, and the only thing I am looking at, aside from admiring the goodness of God in their life, is looking at their backside. From older ones to youth to teenage to even to children to little ones, and the first thing I'm looking at their backside. If their backside is better than my own, I was so conscious. It's registered so deep in my head, in my mind, that whenever I see anyone, even I was looking at ministers' wives, I was looking at businesswomen. I was trying to find something that can help me, because it was already eating deep down into me, and I was trying to stop it, trying to help myself. So I was looking at everyone. I look at everyone, and I found that some people are better, some people are shit, but it wasn't sorting anything. It wasn't solving anything. It was even gravitating every day. So I moved from looking at the backside of female to wearing pencil skirts. Thankfully, pencil skirts came out as at that time. So, and the makers of pencil skirt made it for the purpose of bringing out the shape, so that you don't have to struggle with, as at that time, sewing a clothes, bringing out shape hasn't been that common. It's not so much like we have right now. So pencil skirt was helping everyone, bringing out the shape of everyone. So I wore pencil skirts not because it was smart, but because it was going to bring out my shape, so that I can tell someone that at least I have something here. God made something here. This is not pali, it's not paper, it's not stick, it's flesh. Like, because it was eating deep down into me, and I wanted to stop. So I was wearing pencil skirts, and I'll pass by, and it has become a routine. The greeting has become a routine. Anytime, any day. I saw that pencil skirt was not solving it. I moved to free skirt. The two free skirt I was able to lay my hands on, I would wear just to tell her that okay, I'm not wearing anything. It's not showing any shape, anything. But I find that this word has become a pattern. It has been registered like what she uses. It has become a slogan, my greeting from her. So I was finding a way to stop, and I couldn't find. In those days, I'm someone who, because I cannot insult you back, I will always sing. I always have songs for every of your insults. You want to insult me, I have song in my mind, be it the ones I watch from movie or the ones I heard or something. I will always get song just to reply you instead of insulting you. But as at that time, I couldn't lay my hands on any song. I was trying my best to get a song, but I couldn't. So I was trying my best, more from pencil skirts. First of all, looking at every female. I still look at female sometimes to tell myself, Jimmy, you are good. But I'm telling you, you're fine. God is good. He has made you perfectly. So I once in a while, I still look at people. I resort to pencil skirts, from pencil skirt to free skirts, but it wasn't helping. At a point, I will go home and I will pray. I will be walking on the streets, and inside I am crying. Like, God, someone is saying something and I needed her to stop. You need to see me when I go to God in prayer. I go to God in prayer to ask for God, yash. Like, give me bottles. Like, I'm sure God will like, are you serious? Like, seriously? Of what thing to ask for? You are asking for yan. When I go to God in prayer, I will tell God, Lord, can you please substitute my boss for my back? So that at least something can show, I can prove to someone that I am not the name she calls me. I am better, I am fine. Like, I will go to God traveling. I will go to God praying and sweating. But I saw that this man was just up there. He wasn't doing anything. He's just looking at me. Daughter, tell me you're not doing this. You're not praying actually for this. But I was praying. I was seriously praying for it. That, Lord, can you just give me small? Can you just substitute my bust? At least a little for my back. Then it wasn't changing. So I was able to stumble on Psalm 139. As time goes on, I stumbled on Psalm 139 that says that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I stood on this word till I understand that I am fearfully made and wonderfully made. But at first, when I start confessing the word and I got other words, what the word says about me, I would confess the word inside. And when I pass through the same route, when I greet her, I will still hear the same word. She now has it in different ways. Aside from the ones I said, she has it in different ways. Then I will go back to God. Lord, can't you please tell her to stop? I just need to stop because it was eating deep down in me. But she wasn't stopping. But I was finding a way to tell her to stop. At the same time, I was trying to find a way to help myself so that I did not grow hatred towards her because it was eating deep down in a teenage girl. Till I grew up to my 20s. And I was expecting her to stop. So, after finding all of these things, after looking at all of these things to help myself, I began to look forward to females, successful females that are happy, that are doing well in their marriage, that are doing well in their business. So I was looking out for successful female that are like me, ministerially, maritally, business-wise, whatever. As long as they are females that are like me and are not bothered. So I was able to find 3 women. And I really want to say a big thank you to them because they are unbothered. Just this afternoon, I got that word. Women that are unbothered. I think there's something to do on that. First of all, I was able to get Shola Shobo Ali. God bless her. Mama, God bless you. I am really grateful for your life. I watch every of your movie from childhood and she has only been getting better. I saw that Mama does not have back, but Mama is busting her own way. I keep going back to her dance in the wedding party, and I saw that even in her Iran Buba, Mama was dancing. The front was showing a shape, but the back was just like that, and she has been happy for these years. I have a question to ask their husbands, and the question is, why do you marry this woman? Knowing that the society would say that she does not have back, she's busty, she's this, her shape is that. Why do you go ahead to marry? What exactly do you see in this woman? So I saw Shola Shobo Ali. I saw the blessed memory Rachel Oniga. I'm so blessed by that woman. I saw Joyce Meyer. These are the 3 women I keep looking at. Like, if these women are happy and there has not been any scandal, I don't know, whatever might be, but there have not heard any wrong messages, wrong informations about them, which means that they are happy. I look at the 3 of them, they are busting in their own way, but they do not have backside. So if they are fine, that means I am fine. Then I took back that word that says I am fearfully made. Be it I have bust or I did not have bust, I am fearfully made. After finding this woman, and I was happy that I was able to find women, I was still looking for a way to stop this word that has become a greeting, that has become my slogan, a slogan for me. Then I kept on praying and that God will help me to stop. Because at some point, I was really, really angry. That was even in my 20s, I was really, really angry. I wanted this thing to stop real bad. Because it will happen that there will be a time that she would say that in a very public place. And someone would take that word and use it as well. So I was searching for what, I was praying. And one day I wanted to tell her to stop, but it was coming with so much pain and so much anger. So I had to go back. Like, I cannot tell her, I had to retreat. I can't. If I tell her this way, I don't know the way she will receive it. And I am trying to be careful so that I do not spoil a relationship. So I went back to the place of prayer. I will pray and I will come back. When I see that speaking would sound somehow, I'll go back again to the place of prayer. So finally one day, I was able to tell her to stop. So I was coming that day. I was coming from somewhere, and I knew I was going to pass that area. And I was going to pass in front of her. So I passed by, and she says that word again. Oni de fulia mo babalola, ba woni ba mi ki mo me ba mi ki that day. I went forward, and I had to come back. At first I paused, because I'm like, Lord help me, Lord help me. I don't want her to get hurt, but I want to be free of this. I want this to stop, and stop today. So I went back to her. I allowed everyone in front of her and left. And I said, Ma, over the years you've been calling me these names every time I greet you. But Ma, please, can you just stop? Can you just stop calling me by this pattern? Can you just stop greeting me with this word? It has hurt me deep down over the years. I know you do not know, but can you just stop? And I saw the sincerity in her voice, in her appearance, like a facial. And she had to calm down and said, wait, have I been doing something bad over the years? I said, Ma, you haven't done anything bad, but at the same time, it has been eating me deep down. So please, Ma, can you just stop? And she sincerely said to me, she said, why haven't you told me this all this while? And you receive it with smile on your face. I said, Ma, because I did not want it to cause a problem. And she was apologizing, like she was apologizing. Then I looked at myself. So I can stop this thing all this while, but I have kept back. I have held back my word. I haven't said anything to her all this while. I didn't stop all these things all this while because I have allowed it. Because I think she knows. And it was hurting me deep down. And that day, I told her, and she stopped. I greeted her the next day. And with the same full smile she used to greet me with, like she used to use, that was always appearing on her face. She said this, she greeted me the next day without adding any extra word. Only that, Omo Babalola, Bawoni. Jumi, how are you? Bamdele, how are you? Whichever one she wants to use. Without adding any extra word. I don't know what happened to her that evening when I told her. But I saw her as though someone that has offended someone for years, and finally the person is speaking. She looked like that day. She looks like someone that has put a girl in prison all the years. And at first, at the point, I felt sorry for her. Like, oh God, why did I say this? Because she felt so bad. Like, over the years, and you didn't tell me. It has been hurting you this much, and you didn't say anything to me. I've been doing this, and you didn't say anything to me. And she said, I am sorry. And she kept on saying, I am sorry. I had to tell her, Ma, it's okay. It's okay. I understand. And I already apologized to myself on your behalf. And that was the end. We see today, we greet, we talk, without holding back any offense. So also, to you that are hearing, that is listening today, there is a part of you that someone has bullied. I read a book, a short piece that says that a girl was body shamed, was bullied in school. And because of this, the parent had to withdraw her from school, from that school to another school, because her classmates bullied her because of her body shape. You know, in our society today, we have different body shaming. If you are fat, they complain you are fat. You are slim, there's a complaint you are slim. They'll tell you you have broken legs, you have K-leg, you have big eyes, you have this, you have that. I just want to tell you today, like I saw in the book of Psalm 139, that you are fearfully made and you are wonderfully made. In this past years, I learned a lot. I saw the negative side, I saw the positive side, which I will share with you in the next video. But there's something about this that has pulled you down and has silenced your voice all the years. It is time for you to bring it to a stop. It is time for you to bring it to a stop. Let it stop now and let it stop forever. And stopping needs wisdom. Because if we are not careful, we'll lose some relationship. Some relationships, we don't need it. But some will need it, because it is man that God will use. So we need to do things with wisdom, like I did to her. She never knew. She does not have idea that she has been hurting a teenage girl till her 20s over the years. She was just greeting a teenage girl out of a sincere mind, out of a good heart. Like, even if when I was in the dark and she sees me in the dark, she will greet me. That is to tell you that she doesn't mean harm. A lot of our people doesn't mean harm. And most times they are internal. They are within us. Some people meant it, while some people don't. Some people, it's out of joke. That is how my own started. It was just jokingly. And it started like that. And it became a pattern. It became a slogan. So you are out there as well. You've been bullied. You've been body shamed. It is time to bring it to a stop. Because if you do not bring it to a stop, it means that you will keep locking out other people that you need to help. So it is time for you to get up and bring this to a stop. So I want to encourage you to please share this video with your loved ones for I don't know how, for however you can share it. Let that girl on the street know that I can put this voice to an end. Let that boy on the street know that I can put this voice to an end. This thing that has been pulling me down all these years, I can put it to an end. So it is time to put it to an end. I hope you will share this with someone out there so that we can get to know that this thing has limited us over the years. And as you share, God bless you. So I'll be coming back to you with the positive side, the negative side, and what I learned over the years. God bless you as you await the next video. Thank you.